My name is Zafar Kizilkaya. I am from southwest of Turkey, from the beautiful Turkish coast of Mediterranean. I am the president of Mediterranean Conservation Society. So we primarily concentrate on marine protected areas and recovery of depleted stocks or conservation of very sensitive habitats. Our project is about the first no fishing marine protected area of Turkey for the conservation of biodiversity and for the recovery of depleted fish stocks. So in 2010, after a big collapse in fish stocks in the area, we convinced the local people, local fishermen and fisherwomen, that there is no choice other than creating a no fishing zones, which is going to be a kind of saving accounts for you. So after some time, the fish increasing inside will spill over outside, and they will catch fish sustainably for the rest of their future. And then when we established the areas, we had a problem of enforcement. Enforcement is not easy because the areas are scattered and quite, long coastlines, small inlets. So the Coast Guard is doing their best, but it's not enough. So we decided to have our own community conservation management to reinforce the enforcement in the area. Now we trained rangers from local communities. We have our own speedboats. So right now we are patrolling the area.
What are the main difficulties that your projects had to overcome in recent years?
Well, the main difficulty was at the beginning to convince the local community that the marine protected areas, especially no fishing marine protected areas, will benefit for sustainable fisheries. And second difficulty is also convincing government that we are developing such a, community marine guard system because it's very new for the government. So that was the main difficulties we experienced.
How will the Whitley Award money benefit your work going from here?
While our money will benefit in two ways. First is the money. We will employ more rangers, we'll have more budget for fields. But more important than that, Whitley Fund for Nature is a big achievement on our side. It's a kind of stepping stone. So we'll have, more publicity and we'll have more power on negotiating with the government. So that will help us a lot solving our, authority problems, authorization problems from government. That will help really well.
Turkey is kind of the centre of quite an unstable region at the moment. Do you find that conservation issues tend to take lower priority than humanitarian ones at the moment?
Well, from the government point of view, their priority is more on development and things like that. So on the non-governmental organization side like us, we have big responsibilities, taking the conservation issues and taking with us and helping the government. Because, when we come up certain idea like community conservation marine program or some other things, they never say no. They always help, they always support. But that's the responsibility for the timing on the, organization like us.
Is there any legislation you'd like to see your country or maybe the UN adopt in terms of kind of general environmental causes or any important issues that you think need voicing?
Well, Turkey already signed majority of the international agreements on protecting the nature, but following up them also gives us a lot of responsibility, telling government, okay, you are doing this, but Turkey signed this agreement before, so this is not compatible with the agreement. So as an organization, we are just following up such kind of issues a lot. For example, for the protection of Mediterranean monk seal, critical endangered marine mammal species, left only less than 400 in Mediterranean, and we have a very important population in Turkey. So we are warning government if there's a kind of development, gonna impact their habitats.
And finally, are there any other projects at the moment that you think are particularly noteworthy in the Turkish region?
In our case,
Yeah.
well, we have a lot of projects in the area. For example, there's a very important community of fisherwomen. So the government neglected them. They're in any of the statistics. You can't see any woman as a fisherman in the government statistics. So we discovered them. So they're going fishing out. They're spending more than 300 days in the sea. They're working like a man, tough conditions. So we decided to have a kind of training program for them for sustainable fisheries and some other issues, environmental issues. And we are also, helping them in financial way. So that will also reinforce the community a lot into our projects. We have also projects on collecting the ghost nets. Do you know ghost nets? Ghost nets are the discarded nets still keep fishing underwater. So most of the important fishing grounds covered with these discarded nets or lost entangled nets. So we spotted them one by one. Now we are running a project under the support of United Nations Development Program. We are collecting and cleaning up all those ghost nets from the fishing grounds.
Okay, and congratulations on your work.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you.